Hi there, I'm Marjolein, and I want to welcome you to our 8-week study on AeroPilates. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you over the next 8 weeks, and hopefully all of the goals that you want to achieve. All of you have very different goals. Most of them are weight loss, some are posture changes, a few of you feel that you've got too much stress in your life, coordination, balance, tone, strength training. All of that is possible on this fabulous machine. So I'm thinking of the 8 weeks in 4 stages of challenge. And so I'm going to expect that by the time you get this video, you will have unpacked your machine and become a little bit familiar with it. You will have watched the primer DVD that comes in the box, which is fabulous because it talks about body placement and breathing and makes you very familiar with the AeroPilates method. And then I would hope that you have tried the level 1 cardio and the level 1 pure Pilates DVD or something along those lines. I want you to know that as we work through the 8 weeks, this is challenging and it's going to be fun for you because as you accomplish each of the levels, I think you're going to just stay motivated and be more excited for the next level. And by the end of the 8 weeks, big changes. So I know you're familiar with your machine. I'm going to do this workout, and this is the workout that I'm aiming to get you to for week 2. And if you could do it every other day, the cardio workout that I provide also will be the cardio that you do every day. And then on Sundays, we're going to do a little stretch video that will help just give you 20 minutes of feeling good for the day that you're off. So here we go. Every workout, we start the same way. You're going to choose your chords. For the warm-up footwork, which is the beginning of every routine, I would suggest going as high as you can. So let's start on 1 black chord and 1 red chord. And if you feel that you could accomplish that easily, you can add the other red chord. And then as we go through the workout, we'll change the chords. More chords will work the major muscles of the arms and legs. Fewer chords works the core. So lying down on the machine, head on the headrest. I like mine flat, but you can choose your level based on how much support you want for your neck. You start with your toes on the bar, heels together, knees together. The important thing with the warm-up is to focus on keeping the pelvis very still, squeezing the inner thighs as much as you can, and on the full extension, engaging all the leg muscles and the glutes. The breathing is exhaling as you push away, inhaling as you come in. So the first exercise is toes. Toes are on the bar, everything is together. Inhale. Exhale, push away, and inhale and bend. We're going to do 12 reps. Last one. Now with a small foot position change to V position, we're working completely different muscles in the legs. Now we focus on the inner thighs. So again, the breathing is the same. The focus is on, I think of a cup of tea sitting on my belly that's not allowed to spill. That keeps my pelvis very stable. So again, inhale, exhale, and push, squeezing the knees together. Two more. Last one. Make sure that you keep your neck and your shoulders relaxed. Next position is called heel lowers. So the feet are hip width apart, toes are on the bar. Straighten the legs, lower both heels through the bar, and then go up on your tippy toes. Exhale as you lower through the bar. Inhale as you come up on your tiptoes. Two more. And now into running. Bending one knee, lowering the other heel, and then reverse. Remember the pelvis stays still. One more. Come all the way in. In that same foot position, just bring the arches up over the bar. Exhale and push. Full extension of the legs, squeeze the upper thighs and the glutes. Two more. Now we want to open up the hips, so we're going to go out to a wide position with the legs turned out. Inhale, exhale and push, and inhale and bend. Two more. Now simply rotate the knees in together, so you've got an internal rotation. It works more of the outside of the calves. Last one. Great. So now we've done the warm-up. The major muscles of our lower body are warm and we're ready to go into serious strength training. The first series is the arm series. So you're going to lie on the platform, bring the legs into the chair tabletop position so that the lower abdominals are engaged. The strap should be long enough so that when your arms are perpendicular to the floor, the straps are taut and even. So we're starting with arm lowers. So simply inhale, exhale as you lower the arms to the platform. Inhale and lift them. The arms are long, trying to reach the ceiling, and your shoulder blades are engaged. So now, as a build-up to the full 100, which is a Pilates exercise, we're going to do the arm lowers again, but you're also going to lift your head. And what that does is it engages the upper abdominals as well. So inhale, exhale, lift the head, lower the arms, and then go back down. 2 more. Last one. And now to engage the lower abs as well, we're going to lower the arms, lift the head, and extend the legs. If you're not ready for that, you can avoid it until you feel that your abdominals are strong enough to be able to do it. If you can only do 2, that's okay as well, but we're going to aim for 12, so you'll build up to that. Two more. Now you probably feel quite challenged in the abdominal region, so just bring your knees into your chest and stretch out your lower back and relax, catch your breath. And let's do a little rollover to stretch out the lower back. So feet on the bar, put the right leg over the left leg and roll to the left with your legs. Turn your head in the opposite direction. Let the weight of that upper foot slowly lower every single time you exhale. And come back to the center and cross the left over the right and roll to the right. And then back to the center. So now more lying arms in straps. The next exercise is arm circles. So inhale, exhale as you pull. And remember, with the arm circles, you become aware of your shoulder blades. Exhale as you pull them. If the lower abs feel a little bit tired, you can cross your legs and bring your knees a little bit closer into your chest. Two more. And now you're going to reverse the direction, relaxing the neck and the shoulders. Last one. If you need a little rest, you can put your feet on the foot bar till you're ready to go again. The next exercise is called Eagle. So, arms are out to the side. They bend perpendicular, or parallel, sorry, to the floor. And now straight into scissors. Straight arms up to shoulder height. Exhale and squeeze them towards your hips. Last one. Now arms long by your side. Bend the elbows so that the hands face the ceiling. It's a tricep press. Again, pelvis doesn't move. Head and shoulders are relaxed, shoulder blades engage, triceps engage. Exhale as you pull. Two more. Great. So that finishes up the lying arm series, and now we're going to go straight into our legs. In order to put your feet in the straps, push away from the bar, take one strap, put it on your foot just like you're putting on your sock, push away from against the strap, and then the other leg goes in. So this is always the starting position at 45 degrees. Again, if you bring your knees together and you squeeze them together, you're going to engage the inner thighs. The pelvis stays really still throughout the exercise, and the breathing is the same. So exhale on the exertion. So as we lift, we're going to stretch out the hamstrings, keep the tailbone on the platform, don't let it lift. Exhale as you push forward with your legs. Initiating from the belly, squeeze the glutes, pelvis stays still. Feel the stretch and the strength. Last one. Now circles, up, out, down, and around. Here you feel the stretch. Come out, exhaling here as you push and squeeze together. Think of that cup of tea on your belly, don't let it spill. Two more. And now reverse the direction. Exhale as you push down. Feel the stretch. Last one. Come back to 45 degrees. Now we're going to work the inner thighs, stretching and strengthening with scissors. Out to the side, feel the stretch. Exhale as you squeeze the legs together. Two more. Last one. Now let's take this opportunity to stretch out the inner thighs. So out to the side, gently come out as far as you can. Let gravity stretch out all the muscles of the inner thigh. You put a little weight on the strap, encourage a little more stretch. And if you change the angle a little bit, you get a slightly different stretch. Feel everything relax as you exhale. And now we're ready for frogs. Bend the knees, bring the heels together, exhale and push forward, keeping the heels plastered together. Inhale and bend. As you bend the knees in, you should feel a nice stretch in your lower back. Two more. Last one. Well done. Now we're going to take our legs out of the strap, and it's the reverse of what we did to get in. Bend the knee, take one foot out of the strap, find the bar, and then take the other one out. Bring both straps to one hand, roll off to the side, and we're going to sit up for the arm exercises. So at this point, if you had a lot of weight on for your legs, you may find that you need to reduce the number of cords for your arms. So I'm going to go to 2 black and take off that red. So we're doing a seated arms to begin with. So you can cross your legs, you can have your legs straight out in front, which means you've got to evenly sit on both sit bones. So either one, whichever's more comfortable for you. If you cross your legs, every now and then, uncross and cross them the other way, so there's never anything one-sided. This is slightly more difficult, so I'm going to go with the legs straight out in front. So again, there's a stretching and a strengthening in every single exercise. So we're going to start with serve the brownies. So bend the elbows and push forward, exhaling as you push, and then bend. Feel the stretch in the shoulders as they open. Last one. And now go straight into hug a tree. Come out to the side, keep the hands in the peripheral vision, feel the stretch of the chest opening, exhale and pull forward. Inhale, exhale. Two more. And now circles. Sometimes the circles are harder, so you may need to go down half a chord. You could use your yellow chord for that. Two more. And reverse directions. One more. Arms straight out in front for the tricep press. Bend the elbows, keep them parallel to the floor. Two more. And last one, Now bring the elbows out to the side, hands to the forehead, and pivot forward a little bit at the hips, sitting evenly on both sit bones. All right, push to where the wall meets the ceiling. Relax the neck and shoulders. Two more. Last one. Great. Now, drop the strap and we're going to sit sideways. So I'm going to cross my legs. I'm going to move over to the end of the platform a little bit. I may need to take a cord off. I'll see how I feel. But this is for the rotator cuff. So bring the elbow in close to your side. You're just going to pull across your belly. That's a little bit hard, so I'm going to take one off and add the yellow cord. So that's like going down half a cord. And again. It's a small movement. You focus right here on that rotator. Two more. And two. Good. Now, arm across the belly. Just slide the shoulder out to the side. Exhale and pull. It's a small movement. Two more. And last one. So while we're sitting sideways, I want to do a little bit of side bending. We don't ever consider that we should stretch the side of our bodies nearly enough. So you're just going to take this one leg out and bring the lower part of the leg alongside of the shoulder pads. Make sure that you're sitting as evenly as you can on both buttocks. Arm on the foot bar, other arm out to the side. As I push away, I'm going to reach up, up, up and over, side bending. The further away I push, the more of a bend I'm going to get. And then inhale and come back up. And again. Exhaling. Two more. And again. Excellent. Great. So the goal is, as you're reaching, to try to keep this sit bone down. So as you're reaching, push this hip down as you're reaching with your arm in the opposite direction. That way you'll get the maximum stretch. So now I'm going to turn around and face the back, do my biceps and triceps. So, sitting on the platform, pick up the straps, feet together on the headrest, knees are together. The first thing you do is you roll back until the abdominals are engaged. Palms face the ceiling and curl. Now I'm quite strong in my biceps, so I'm actually going to add a cord. Upper body does not move, only the arms curl. Abs are engaged, neck is relaxed. Exhale as you pull. Two more. Last one. Now you may need to take a cord off if you're weaker in your triceps. Legs go straight out in front and you can cross one over the other one. Go back to sitting evenly on both buttocks. Arms along by your side. You're going to sweep the floor with your fingers. Pull, hold, release. Exhale as you pull. Feel the shoulders opening as you pull. This is where all the people that sit at desks get to have their head go back where it's supposed to go. Last one. Good. Now mermaid on the other side. So you're just simply going to roll around. The lower leg runs along the shoulder pads. You're sitting like a mermaid. Both buttocks are down, arm out to the side. Inhale, exhale as you push away. I forgot to take that cord off again. So go back to the original cordage that you had on the other side. Reach up, up and over. Notice that this does not lift. It's hard at first, but it's important. This will stretch out your hips, help your lower back, improve your posture. And one more. And come up. Great. Cross the legs, opposite of how you had them before on the other side, for the rotator cuff. Elbows into your side, pull across your belly. Two more. Last one. Keep the hand across the belly and slide the elbow out to the side a few inches. Exhale and pull forward. Two more. Last one. Well done. We finished the arms. Now we're going to do a little bit of stretching and then finally end with a cool down. So this next exercise is called the elephant, and it's one of the most important stretches that you can do because it lengthens the hamstrings. When your hamstrings are tight, you end up with lower back problems, you end up with digestive issues, maybe sciatica, other kind of common problems. So flexible hamstrings is key. So you're going to carefully step up and on to the reformer platform. The headrest is in the middle, the shoulder pads are actually hip width apart. So if you line your feet up with those shoulder pads, depending on how tall you are, I'm 5'5", and so I like to come about 3 or 4 inches in front of the shoulder pads. But if you're taller, you can go back a little bit and get a little more range of motion. And if you're the taller guys, you can go all the way back to the shoulder pads. So arms are simply stabilizing you. So the first thing you do is bend at the waist as much as you can while lifting the tailbone to the ceiling. Relax the head. Exhale as you push back with your feet until you feel the stretch in the calf muscles. As you pull your feet forward using your pelvic floor, you're going to bring your head to your knees and your tailbone to the ceiling. And again.
2 more. If you lift your big toe, you're going to get even more of a stretch. Remember, tailbone to the ceiling, head to the knees.
That's great.
Now we're going to finish up with 2 more stretches. This is it's called Eve's lunge, and it's a hip flexor stretch. So when we spend a lot of time sitting, our lower backs lose the lumbar curve, so we want to try to encourage a little bit of extension in our lower back and open up this hip joint here. So the placement is the knee on the platform, foot against the shoulder pad. This foot, the stabilizing foot, is right against the edge of the stand, and the knee is bent and over the foot, and it stays that way. So all you're doing is you're quite erect and tall. You're just going to exhale and lower the hips to the floor. Inhale and come forward. And again, lower, keeping this knee over this foot. The quad is doing, this part of the leg is doing all the work, and the glute is engaged. Each time you go back, go a little bit further. And one more. Let's do one more. Hang out there for a little minute. Find the tightness. Inhale, exhale, and breathe into it. Engaging the glute, use this leg to come out of the stretch. And now we're going to go to the other side. It feels amazing. It's an amazing stretch. And not one that you can really do without the reformer. One more. Hang out there a little bit. Make sure you're squeezing the glute. Using your thigh, come out of the stretch. Now we're going to finish up with what I believe to be the most important stretch of all. There's a muscle that goes from your spine to your hip. It's called the piriformis. It's what allows you to rotate your hips. And if it's tight, it's the major cause of lower back problem, particularly sciatica. So it's a little bit different when you're sitting low on the floor. So sit back a little bit and straighten this leg and put one ankle on the opposite knee. So in this position here, if you just sit and lean forward evenly over this knee, you're going to feel the tightness in that buttock. That's the piriformis. So in order to enhance the stretch, you're going to lift this knee a little bit more and lean forward. And now suddenly it becomes a much deeper stretch. Nurse the knee and bring it into your chest and lean forward. You get into the belly of the muscle even differently. So it's about relaxation and breathing. Find the tightness. Good. Now the other side. And often what you'll find is that one side is tighter than the other, and the goal over the next 8 weeks is to make them even. So don't keep pushing the one that's loose. Really work on the one that's tight so that it's even. So I'm just leaning forward. Pulling the knee into my chest and leaning forward a little further. And now bringing the knee up higher to get even more of a stretch. And that concludes this workout.